Nebraska is the crane capital of the world. And it's a really exciting place to be. And I've been coming to Nebraska for about 6 years at this time, at the spring migration season, when all the cranes are flying from the south. And they stop over in Platte River, and they fatten up with corn, and then they fly north.
Crane on Earth and Sky is looking at the crane that we named a G-jack. It's following the migration cycle of a G-jack, which means crane in the Anishinaabe language, from the time it's born, and it follows the migration pattern of a G-jack. It's a story, sort of a hero's journey, a coming-of-age story about what would it be like also to be a G-jack the crane. And so we follow this dramatic journey of a G-jack.
Sacred journey, sacred love.
You saw Curtis wearing this puppet. It's called a bison. Are they big or small? Big. If you weighed 1,000 pounds, every single arm is 200 pounds, and your legs are 200 pounds each. Oh, she's so heavy, she got down that low. I fell. Yes, when we're heavier, we move slow. Use the muscles in your arms. Keep going a little further. Yes.
It's kind of like through the lens of the crane that then we can then talk about prairie grasslands, and we can talk about the importance of water, we can talk about the importance of wetlands, and then we also talk about the importance of clean air and clean land and clean water through the lens of this crane.
Once I made myself wings to fly, imagined myself in the future.
The circle of life is a hoop of life, and all of you are part of that. So we come together, we connect. Come and help her out. What was better? Was it negative or was it positive you worked better with?
Positive.
Being positive, exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome very much.
Reach into your mind for what you know about cranes.
And then maybe we can move our hands as we come up.
Yeah, think about what you're moving through. So when you're running and you stop. I'm really proud of how they are finding ways out of their heads and into the bodies of the crane. They're not thinking about movement, they're simply doing what kids do, they're playing.
Do we want to deal with the crane flying or crane being on the ground?
They've released their limits, they've released their ideas about how it goes, and with a few simple instructions are finding their way into the animal.
As artists, it's really unique to have an opportunity where we can learn about different cultures and how that incorporates into theater and activism.
The process I'm taking you through is exactly the process that we went through in the course of creating the choreography for the section of the show that we call craneography.
So you got to take a big step over the tall grasses and do it again, a big step. 2 more.
Lead Fest is a pre-performance festival. The idea is to celebrate the performance, celebrate the performers, the ideas behind the play through interactive activities, movement, and music.
This has been a really interactive experience, so we thought we were just coming to a play and we got much more than what we expected. Now that we have all the crafts and they've even had snacks and things like that, it's really been able to help us kind of see what everything's going to be about.
With all of the attempts to erase us, Tatanka is still here.
I've been exploring the place and making some art and stuff like that. I've learned a lot about the Indian culture.
Wow, so this is supposed to be the face.
They're dashing station to station, just going crazy, having a great time. And they've been doing the interpretive dance with the crane, the wings, and the the buffalo grass. They've made puppets. They're learning some things about Native Americans and the cranes.
The Lead Center has been joyous to work with. The way that the Lead Center, I think, has come to the table to create access to get more people at the theater, to have other people see this show.
So many of the kids have said, best field trip ever. I enjoyed the whole idea of we are to take care of our environment, our world. And the kids truly understood that. The point was truly driven home.